Hey, it's time for the Warrior of the Week from Vance Air Force Base. Got Chief Master Sergeant Zachary Pate. Can I call you Zach? Is it Zachary? What do your friends call you?
Zach is perfect.
Okay, good deal. We need to take care of a small issue before we get started. Something about the Padilla incident. What's this about?
Yeah, so anybody that comes to do the Warrior of the Week project, they go through me, being the 71st Mission Support Group Chief. And, I nominated Joseph Padilla to come up here and chat with you one day, and I gave him two stipulations. One, don't make us look bad, and two, me being a huge fan of the show, I asked him to give me a personal shout out.
Yeah.
So he didn't make us look bad, but he also did not give me a shout out.
I probably distracted him.
Probably.
In his defense.
He's a nervous guy, so I just wanted to take the opportunity to give Tech Sergeant Joseph Padilla a big shout out and say thanks for nothing, Tech Sergeant Padilla.
There you go. All right. Zach, I appreciate you coming in. All right. And to explain the title Mission Support Group Chief, what does that mean?
So the Mission Support Group in and of itself is comprised of security forces, Force Support Squadron, the contracting flight, and the installation support squadron. So out of all those four squadrons, I'm the senior ranking enlisted member of that group as a whole.
Gotcha. So you literally are the head foreman, that's probably, that may not be exactly the right title, but you're the head guy.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. How long have you been in the Air Force? Long time.
So I'm working on year 25, Alan.
Mm-hmm. Most people stop at 20.
So they do, but it's still fun. I've still got more to prove and more to show.
Awesome. Tell me, let's go back to the very beginning. You were in Martin, Tennessee. What led you to go get signed up for the Air Force?
So Martin, Tennessee is it's eerily similar to Enid, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cropland, a lot of tobacco, soybeans, cotton, corn. And it's a place where oftentimes you wind up doing maybe what your fathers did. So
right.
My father's was in construction and electrician, and I quickly learned after doing summertime work with them that wasn't a path that I necessarily wanted to take. So my father did 3 years in the Air Force back in the early 70s, and he knew that I was struggling with making a career decision, and he sort of somehow steered me, hey, go check out the local Air Force recruiter, and the rest is history.
That is so cool. And you have a family? Tell me about your family.
I do. I've got an amazing wife, Wendy Sue Pate, and two amazing children. Bailey is 22. In December, she graduated from the University of Mississippi, and she's still figuring out life in Oxford, Mississippi. So she graduated 6 months early, where Jack, my son, he's down in Pensacola, Florida, attending the University of Western Florida. He needed the extra 6 months that Bailey did early, so he's going to wrap it up in December, and then he's going to go on to the next stage of his life.
So you guys, you're in a good place.
Great place.
You've got tenure in the Air Force, and you've been here at the base for a couple of years, and we're getting ready to say goodbye to you, I guess, moving to the next location.
So we are. So I've been traded to a division rival, Columbus Air Force Base down in Mississippi.
Okay.
So, another pilot training base. And so I saw the opportunity, Alan, to be able to be 2 hours from Bailey and be 4 hours from Jack.
Yeah.
And, the opportunity to hug my children more than 3 times a year, I just couldn't say no.
Yeah. Let's talk about Enid. On that subject, I know you don't necessarily want to go, but you need to go, and I get it because of the kids. What has Enid meant to you? 2 questions, personally, and then from the standpoint of a Chief Master Sergeant at a base, what's Enid been for you?
So I came here kicking and screaming, like I would say most of especially our enlisted members, if you'll go out on the streets and ask them, hey, was Vance Air Force Base on your dream sheet? I'm gonna be willing to say that maybe 9.5 out of 10 say it was not. I had no desire to come here, but much like me, our enlisted force gets here and realizes that this is an absolutely magical place to be for however long they're going to be here. In my case, it's 2 years. In others' cases, maybe they're here for 4 years. But I think everybody quickly realizes that what we get both on the base and off the base from the community is a magical thing.
You remember your first interaction with a civilian here when you got here?
Yeah, so I think Wendy and I, we found, we went through the circuits, finding, hey, what's the best places to eat? What's the best, where do you go to shop for certain things? And it was just warm, inviting, friendly. I never encountered, I've yet to still encounter, going on 2 years and 1 month, so a negative experience in Eden, Oklahoma. It's
Awesome.
it's inviting.
Thanks for that. Because those of us that have been here for a long time, we forget that every day there are literally kids coming onto the base that are either fresh out of high school or fresh out of college, the young men and women that need somebody in their life to go, hey, we're good. You good? Can I buy that cup of coffee for that kind of thing? So,
yeah, and so that's one thing that oftentimes I would go out with the first sergeant and maybe a couple other chiefs, and I'd feel bad, having our meals paid for.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of these patches I've given away off of my uniform.
I was thinking about the stripes on your lapel.
Right.
That a lot of times that speaks volumes. Going, wait, that's a senior officer or a senior enlisted.
Yeah,
so,
I felt bad, but I don't know, countless numbers of times our meals have been comped due to somebody just wanting to pay for our meals, and I feel bad every time it happens.
Don't. We do it because we love it. Well, I'll tell you what, Zach, I appreciate your time here. Hopefully, I'm glad you get to go to hang with your kids. That's number one. Hopefully you get to come back and see us, and maybe, just maybe, bring the whole family back when you retire.
Absolutely.
You're 6 years from that mandatory got to get out of there point.
Yes, sir.
5.5, actually.
Yep.
What are you going to do after that? Do you know?
So I've often been told I have a face for radio,
Yeah.
Alan. So if there's any room here in the station, I'll gladly hang this uniform up and come take some shows with you.
You call me when you get done.
Yes, sir.
Seriously. I appreciate you. Chief Master Sergeant Zachary Pate, our Warrior of the Week, thank you so much.
Thanks, Alan.